Hey, it's Chuck Armstrong with Loudwire Nights, and this is Loudwire Nights on Demand. It was so great hanging with Matt Jackson of Post Profit as we talked about their new song, Too Toxic, and the music video behind the song, and a whole lot more, man. This first aired on Thursday, August 29th. Enjoy. Well, hanging tonight is the frontman for Post Profit, a band that last year released a 6-track EP called Self-Defeater, and later this year they're going to release the deluxe edition of this EP featuring even more music. And on top of that, they've shared the incredible music video for their song Too Toxic, and they are touring with Nothing More and From Ashes to New. It's a lot, man, and we're celebrating all of it with Post Profit frontman Matt Jackson tonight. Matt, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, man. It'd be awesome.
So it seems like you guys are staying pretty busy, and I know that intro just kind of scratches the surface, but even all of that, it's a lot to be proud of, man. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good, honestly. Things are lining up, and very excited for all the things that are happening and the tour and releasing this deluxe and getting people to hear like a different side of the songs off the EP. So I'm very excited to share that with everybody.
Right on, man. Well, your debut album, When You Think It's Right, It's Always Wrong, came out in early 22. And then a couple of years later, we got the Self-Defeater EP. And if I've heard correctly, you're working on your next full length too. Is that right?
Yes. We're in the process of writing it right now. So we got a lot of good songs in the tank, and very excited to even get the whole thing together. So
that's awesome. Yeah. So you're giving fans a different side of the band with this deluxe EP, and then still working on new music, which will no doubt show a progression for the band too from that first album.
For sure. I'm excited for everybody to see the progression from then to now, and just kind of seeing where we kind of go as far as the vision towards where we want to be. And I'm excited with the material we're coming up with. So
right on, man. Well, listen, for fans or listeners who are just getting introduced to Post Profit, we're going to be jamming Too Toxic for sure tonight. Do you think that track's a good entry point for the sound and for the direction of the band?
I think so. Honestly, it's it has a little bit of everything, for our first record and how intricate that was with all the little things that we added. And then the punchiness of the EP. I think it just kind of rounds everything out, and it's a good entry point for people to love the singing, the hard stuff, and just melding that together. And I really think that people will be interested in listening the rest.
Yeah,
after they hear that.
It's a good gateway for sure, man.
Thank you, man.
Can you kind of give us a little behind the scenes, like what inspired Too Toxic? Where did this come from?
We were just writing, and we just had a random thought of like, we need to write like somewhat of a love song because we don't really have one. So, I mean, the idea just came, the style came with it, and we were just very like, let's just go straight forward with it. And as time went by, the song progressed and just turned into something that we felt like was something catchy that people can like hook onto, and also like have the heaviness that people also enjoy. And so, I mean, the vision of it, like I wouldn't call it, we call it an anti-love song.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just kind of with things that we've all experienced, and, bad relationships with not only just significant others, but, friends as well. And experiencing that really just helped us really hone in on the lyrics for that song.
Right on, man. Well, and you guys just released a music video for it too, which is really cool, man. So you guys filmed this at Linwood Hall, just outside of Philly. And for those who don't know, I mean, this is a historic building, started getting built in the late 1800s. And it's in the process, I think, of being preserved and all of that. But you guys seem to have full reign of it for the music video.
Yeah, we only use like the front part of the mansion. Like the mansion's huge. It's huge. So it's like we ended up getting a tour at the end of it, and we were just like, oh my goodness. And the place is just amazing. The aesthetic is beautiful. And so when our directors, David and Allie from My Good Eye Visuals, they sent us the location for what they thought would be good for what we were talking about for the video. And we were just floored. And pictures honestly didn't even do it justice either. Like we went in there and we were immediately like, oh my gosh. Like it was a crazy, crazy experience.
I love that, man. Well, yeah, you can tell it is a cool aesthetic, man. And it does seem like the perfect fit to capture Too Toxic, to capture the song.
And honestly, like, it was so cool because also this was our very first like official music video where we had a director and crew and, and everything was lined out and it was very, very smooth. Like, I feel like it was so smooth that we were able to like get the best possible takes and put as much emotion into it as we want to, and how to like really just put it out there and make it big. And they did that very nicely. So it was all around a very, very fun experience.
That's awesome. Well, it's cool too, right? Like, how long have you guys been doing this? So the debut full length came out in early 2022. How long were you guys jamming before that?
So we were jamming in 2016. We were doing like open jams like around our town on Sunday nights, and we would take turns hosting, and we were just playing songs and covers that we loved and everything. And then 2017, we really were like, let's do this for real. So July 4th of 2017 is our confirmed band birthday.
Right on, man. Well, so then you fast forward 7 years and you get to finally shoot that first official music video, have a crew, have a director and all that. I mean, it's pretty amazing, man. 7 years into it to still get a, experience new things right off, right out of the gate.
For sure. It really like makes it like more sweet as far as like where we started at, and then fast forwarding to doing this now, and the things we've got to experience and all the memories we get to make. And we just are very open to for them to come in and just have a good time. And we just love what we do, and the experiences that we have, like even going on tour with other bands, and it's been fantastic. And just taking that all in, and also wanting to progress and do more. So
I love that, man. Clearly there's a lot of excitement and passion and gratitude for all that's happened, and no doubt all that's coming.
For sure. Thank you so much, man.
So you said you guys were doing open jam, nights playing around town. You guys are from Texas. What town were you guys playing and jamming, and where are you from?
We are from Longview, Texas, which is like about an hour and a half away from Dallas, and then about an hour from Shreveport. So it's like right in the middle, like the Piney Woods, what we call it. But
how did that area, influence you guys and influence your sound, or even influence your vision or your goal as a band?
Honestly, a lot of it was just us like watching videos of like bands that we like really are into, and that inspire us, and then just going out and watching people play covers. We started off doing a lot of covers before we just started slowly phasing in our originals. And once we started doing that and just seeing everybody's reaction, it made it more fun. And we were like, let's try to write our own stuff and come up with our own style and everything. And really, the people that we have in our community have been awesome to us in that coming up a time, because, we just wanted to do music, have fun. And then we really just wanted to take it to the next level. We wanted more out of it than, we wanted to progress and write our own things. And so, honestly, like it's been a great journey looking back at it.
That's awesome, man. Do you find yourself looking back often, like reflecting, or are you kind of just like, all right, man, we got to keep moving.
I do, but I'm also like one to like be like still proactive and wanting to, progress and take everything to the next level and do something more that we haven't done previously, and just kind of like really push ourselves musically and lyrically as well. So, I mean, there's times where I do look back and I enjoy it, but I'm also like really into just pushing forward and trying to push the envelope.
Sweet, man. Well, you guys are working on a new album. You got this tour with Nothing More. That seems like the perfect partnership, man. As I listen more and more to Post Profit, as I'm pretty familiar with Nothing More and have seen them live, like seems like it's the perfect partnership for you guys to share the stage with them.
Absolutely. And those guys are fantastic. And we love those dudes. We're so thankful that they're bringing us back out again. The first tour we did with them last year was fantastic. And we all had such a great time together. The crew, the bands, like everything. Like it was just an amazing experience. So we're very excited to do it again. Love those dudes.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
And their new album is
them
fantastic.
It is, man. I know. It's an album that you just put on and you listen start to finish, and it hits you, man. It hits you hard.
It really does, honestly.
Well, I can't wait to hear your next album, man. So sometime in 2025, you think?
Yeah, absolutely, man. We're shooting for it, and we got a good amount of songs in the tank. We're just going to keep on chugging away. And I'm very excited for this one. We're coming up with some really cool things. So very, very excited to finally present it to the world.
Yes. Let's go, man. Matt Jackson of Post Prophet. Thank you so much for hanging tonight. The EP is called Self Defeater. It's out. The deluxe edition is coming soon. Get it. Get tour details, everything you need at postprofitofficial.com. I cannot wait to see and hear all that's ahead for you, brother. Come back to the show anytime you want.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me.
That wraps up this episode of Loudwire Nights on Demand. Stay caught up with everything happening in the world of rock and metal on the Loudwire app and at loudwire.com.